Today's video is a taste test, and I'm going to be testing 2 vegan fish fillets. One is the longtime brand Gardein golden fishless fillets, and the second is one I just found at my local store Sprouts, which is called Sophie's Kitchen Vegan Fish Fillet. I can't wait to try them. I'm Deborah Vidal, and I'm the founder and owner of VidalSpeaks.com, and I've had a 20-year homeopathic practice in the hills of Los Angeles, and I help people heal from all kinds of complaints through detox protocols, food as medicine or plant-based diets, and homeopathy, of course. But today we're going to be testing and we're going to be trying products. These are not typically products that I eat a lot of because they're more processed, but a lot of people are looking for a fish replacement because their diet before they went plant-based it consisted of eating a lot of fish, or maybe they can't go totally plant-based because they miss it. Now, honestly, these aren't going to give you the replacement of sauteed fish on your plate, but maybe if you're someone like fish and chips or a fish with sandwich like they used to sell at McDonald's when I was a kid, something like that, I think this could be a good replacement. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on our pan because Sophie's Kitchen wants us to saute this up in the pan. And this one, the Gardein one, I think that's cool. Look how they look. I'll do 2 of them. And I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to get those started because they're going to take 20 minutes. So the directions for the Gardein say to cook 10 to 12 minutes on each side. And the directions for the Sophie's Kitchen says you just fry them up in a pan. Now, honestly, I would probably put them in my air fryer, but I want to just follow the directions and do a fair test. So when this gets hot, I'm going to put that oil in the pan and get cooking. Let's see what these guys look like. So they ask you to have these thawed out in the fridge, so they're just ready to fry up. And while those are frying up, I'm going to get my stuff to prepare my sandwich because I'm going to make a fish witch. And I'm using my bread, my homemade sourdough bread, my famous homemade sourdough bread. And by the way, you guys, I am going to offer my sourdough recipe as a video. It's going to be a very difficult one because I do the old-fashioned long process sourdough, but it's so delicious. Can you see all those beautiful big holes? That is an art, and I want to share that recipe with you, but I'm going to save it for when I get 1,000 subscribers. And this is some sauce that I made up because obviously with a fish sandwich you would use like a tartar sauce, so I made this myself out of vegan mayo, a little bit of sweet pickle relish, and let's see, vinegar and salt. So easy. So while we're waiting for these to finish up, I just want to say these kind of foods should be just once in a while. And they're fantastic foods if you're trying to become a vegan and you're in transition. These foods really helped my partner Lloyd become a vegan because he missed a lot of things. So they're really good for that. That's probably the #1 purpose of these kind of like meat replacement foods. But you know, they're processed and they have lots of ingredients. And the difference that I found is this one is made with soy and wheat. So if you're gluten-free, this won't be an option. And this one is soy-free and wheat-free. So that's great. The disappointment is that neither are organic. and I really don't like to eat food that's not organic, especially when it's processed and something has oil in it and then the oil's not organic. But the good thing is they are GMO free. So, and what I've found, and I don't know why that is, but all of these meat replacements, they never seem to be organic. So that's a bummer. Maybe they'll watch this video and make an organic option because it's really important. Okay, so let's plate those up. Okay, look at these. Nice and brown. They have nice little golden crust like the other ones do. That's fantastic. So on this one, I'm liking this one because it's already golden. We need some more tartar sauce on this side. Okay, and of course some beautiful, one of my favorite lettuces from the market. I feel like I gotta get that in there. Okay, so first sandwich. This is the Sophie's Kitchen. And I want to also just taste it by itself. So, kind of a fishy light texture. It's nice. I would say it has a good texture. It has a good crust, but for me, the crust, let's take one of these and try a piece of this by itself. This texture is even more fish-like. Both are delicious because when you have something in a sandwich, even like a vegan burger, or even for that matter, a regular hamburger, you're putting in all the other ingredients, the bread, the tomato, the lettuce. So it does hide the flavor a little, but I would honestly say this one is more fish-wich-like. So before I tell you my winner, I just want to ask you guys to like this video and subscribe to my channel, okay? Well, if I had to make a decision for me, I'd probably pick this one because I like the batter on it, and I like that it's like flaky and easy, and I think it's a little bit more fish-like, although I don't need that. I would honestly have a hard time saying it's really fish. Maybe you would need to add some seaweed, some little bit of seaweed in there just to make it have a little more fishy taste if that's what you're looking for. But this one already has it. So for me, if I'm looking for either a fish and chips, that's the other thing on the plate, to make like a vegan fish and chips with this on the plate, it doesn't really look like fish and chips. But this one does. You could serve this just plain with a little tartar sauce, a side veggie, and some chips, of course with malt vinegar and salt. So overall, I think this is really more like the vegan fish that I was expecting, so I would have to choose the Gardein. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then check out my other videos.